Good day, everyone. My name is Sarah Wells, and I'm extremely grateful to be here on air today. I was unable to go to the Kingston Art Festival, specifically the Poetry Tent, is where I've previously been involved. I was unable to go this year, but Bruce Kaufman has graciously allowed my recording to still air here with you guys, so I'm super happy about that, and thanks for having me. Also, a special thank you to Bruce Kaufman, who has really dedicated a lot of his time, efforts, and capabilities to create success in those around him, and I feel privileged to be involved in such. I'm going to start off, yes, I think we should get right to the poetry, but, I consider myself a creative entrepreneur. I study holistic nutrition, and I practice it. And I write poetry basically for the reason of grief. I was published in an anthology that came out of the, wonderful magical success of last year, 2023, Art Fest at the Kingston Art Festival in the Poetry Tent. So I'm going to start off with reading my first three poems, only three, that were published in this anthology that is called More Than a Gathering. Editor Bruce Kaufman. Dropping names. Okay, I'm going to read my first poem, which is called Time and Time Again. Time and time again, it wrenches my heart, stiffens corners, blood's running cold. Whispers of insanity reason with uncertainty. As thy wisdom shapes north, my sword slices into its core. Wicked words left behind, thy soul trembles into peace. Forever my love be gone. Just going to take a sip of my coffee here. I don't know about you, but I put a ton of cinnamon in my coffee, along with cream and maple syrup. But I'm telling you, cinnamon's a game changer. So the next poem that went into this anthology of mine is called... Well, it's not my anthology, it's my poem. But anyways, it's called Words from a Bartender. You see, I used to be a bartender for like 10 years. It was part of my past life. And I definitely still like making drinks, but I'm no longer behind that bar. It's called Words from a Bartender. Must be okay to be watched. Bartender's essence oozing through motions. He twists thy wrist and bolts in and around. Wrapping one's body to the rhythm must keep up. Conveys a mirrored resemblance of the devil best in action. Pouring spirits down throats as cash pukes in your face. Scared to admit one of the world's prophets occurs. The veil of Satan himself, the crisis of drinking, and the outcomes to blame. Thank you. And I'm going to end with the third poem here called Dawn Appears. Dawn appears, hold down your tears. Fairy tales speaking codes. Codes erupted mindsets. Mindset rattled by his own perception. A mere illusion, depth of reality found in the midst of this pollution. Thank you. And those are my three poems from More Than a Gathering. I highly recommend to reach out to Bruce and figure out how to get one of these books. It is very magical. I truly mean that. So I'm going to just wing it here now. It's my first take at this recording. I'm having a blast. I have this 5-minute journal beside me, and it offers a lot of random quotes when you turn to a random page. And I'm going to read a random quote. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. So I like that. Now we're going to move on to my next poem, which I actually wrote this poem really recent. This is work from this year, back in February. And that's recent for me because in the last year and a half, so much has happened that there's a huge pile up that's going to come out next year, you know what I mean, on paper. So I'm going to read this. I wrote this on February 1st, 2024. It was very painful to write. I have to let go. It's killing my soul. My eyes swell with realization. One day I won't go home. It's painful to lose childhood, everything that belonged is mine. I guess now I realize the only things that belong are a notepad, a pen, a car, unforeseen future. Is it really true we are just a sack of bacteria absorbing experiences? And maybe my identity is more than where I was born. It's darker than it needed to be, that poem, but really it's just a lot to do with moving out of a childhood home that was a very special place. So, and packing up belongings, it's like you're in and out of this so-called home, right? But such a lag of belongings and memories are there from the past. It's interesting once you cut those ties. But I can say it's quite freeing at the same time. I'm going to read one more poem, and that was from this year, January 16th, 2024. She smells expensive. Faint colors of white glisten through the window as I move my body on the elliptical. I remember every square inch of your body as if you are about to slide up my legs. I hope that didn't get anybody too rattled. So I'm going to actually end on a different poem, not that poem. One more, and just hang with me here. I do like this. We'll end on this. So I wrote this out when I was on a road trip in the pandemic. I just got in a car with a very good friend of mine. I'm actually wearing lucky socks from them today, and I'm using the Shure mic that they got me. But we were on this road trip, and I wrote this piece, actually, standing in front of it. Lake Huron? I think that's the first time I ever saw it. So here we go. Rolling in on a Wave, it's called. I wrote this October 6, 2020. Rolling in on a wave, swelling power, rising to my tide. Cartwheeling like a windmill, slow, steady, feeling my journey as I move toward shore. Through rocks, propelling into the air, splitting into a mist, pieces retrieving. Dimes of my soul linger behind, diving back into the deep blue once again, with each wave making my way. I'll do it my way. Okay, I think there was a Frank Sinatra song about that. My way. I'm going to end on that note. Thanks for listening to me today. If you were, virtually blessed, and thank you. I'm going to end, I guess, now. I keep saying I'm going to end, and I will end here. Shout out to the Friendly Spike Theater Band, and follow us on social media. The Friendly Spike Theater Band. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day, or a great evening, great week, great life. Ciao.